Who would have thought that in the midst of a grand hall filled with high-ranking officials, ministers from various countries, and world intellectuals, there would stand a young, humble artist whose brilliance outshone the protocol spotlights, Wang Yibo. The figure previously known through television screens, music stages, and racing arenas is now carving out a new chapter in history as a living bridge between civilizations. Not through actions or performances, but through the sincerity and courage to speak for the voices of the world's youth. When news of Wang Yibo's attendance at the first Global Civilizations Dialogue Ministerial meeting first emerged, the public was surprised. What connection does an artist have with a global forum typically attended by ministers, leaders of international organizations, and cultural experts? But it turned out this was not merely a symbolic presence. Wang Yibo was not invited merely as a celebrity, but as a representative of a new generation, one that cares, wants to learn, and wants to speak out for the future of global culture. And as he stepped into the conference room, dressed in a simple yet elegant suit, all eyes were on him. His aura of calmness, effortless charisma, and genuine smile made the audience fall silent for a moment. In an instant, Wang Yibo was no longer just an entertainment star, but an ambassador. At the forum discussing the importance of cross-cultural dialogue, Wang Yibo delivered a speech that was brief, yet deeply impactful. He did not use academic jargon or heavy rhetoric. Instead, he spoke from the heart about how art and culture had brought people together in his life, and how cultural exchange was not just the responsibility of governments, but of every individual. I am not a diplomat. I am just an artist. But I believe that every song I sing, every dance I perform, and every character I portray, all of them are part of a living, evolving cultural narrative, Wang said in a soft yet firm voice. He highlighted how young people today live in a world full of differences, conflicts, and conflicting information. Yet behind that, the desire to understand, bridge gaps, and find meaning amid differences grows stronger. This is where culture acts as a bridge, not a wall. The Chinese government has long used art and culture as tools of soft diplomacy, but Wang Yibo's presence marks the beginning of a new chapter. This is no longer about propaganda or image building, but about the genuine representation of confident, humble, and open-minded Chinese youth. Wang is not the type of celebrity who speaks to please. He is calm, chooses his words carefully, and avoids cheap sensationalism. Precisely because of this, every word he utters carries weight. He has become the ideal example of a new generation cultural ambassador, one who inspires without lecturing and conveys a message of peace with authenticity. It didn't take long for social media to explode. Clips of Wang Yibo's speech, photos of him with world leaders, and the moment he stood transfixed before an ancient cultural artifact all spread like wildfire. Hashtags like #Wang Yibo Civilization Dialogue, #Yibo Cultural Ambassador, and #Yibo Global Meeting dominated trending topics. Fans from around the world felt proud. For them, Wang Yibo was not just an idol, but a representation of the future they envisioned, where an artist could sit alongside policymakers and the voices of young people could be heard in forums once deemed too serious or exclusive. The media also gave it extensive coverage. Article after article praised Wang Yibo's courage in appearing without a political script, with the sole intention of conveying that the world could be more peaceful if we understood and respected cultural differences. Interestingly, after the speech and official photo session, Wang Yibo was seen alone for a while in a corner of the exhibition room. He stood for a long time in front of an ancient painting depicting the cultural diversity of China. His expression was serious, almost emotional. Some said he looked deep in thought, perhaps recalling his journey from a young boy who trained rigorously in dance in South Korea to now standing as the face of Chinese culture on the world stage. No words were spoken, only a gaze that conveyed a sense of responsibility and humility. And perhaps that is where Wang Yibo's true strength lies. He never sought the stage, but the stage sought him out because of his sincerity. Wang Yibo's presence at such a major forum opens new doors, not only for himself, but for an entire generation of young artists in Asia and around the world. He proves that pop culture is not shallow, that being an artist is not just about popularity, but can be a tool for conveying values, identity, and even changing the world. Perhaps in the past, diplomacy was only the concern of officials. But today and in the future, we need new voices from musicians, actors, dancers, influencers who truly understand the importance of building a world that values mutual respect. And Wang Yibo, with his meaningful, quiet steps, has begun it. The Global Civilization Dialogue Ministerial meeting has concluded. The delegates have returned to their respective countries, carrying new documents and ideas. But for the millions who witnessed Wang Yibo's presence, what they bring home is hope. Hope that a young man can change the face of diplomacy. Hope that art can unite more than just entertain. Hope that in a world growing ever noisier, a sincere voice can still move hearts. Wang Yibo may not call himself a leader, diplomat, or revolutionary. But that day, on the global diplomatic stage, he spoke not just with words, but with his heart. And the world listened. That day, Wang Yibo did not appear as an artist, nor as a celebrity, but as a symbol of hope, a bridge between cultures, and the voice of a new generation. He did not just speak, he moved us. And the question now is, if an artist can change the way the world views diplomacy, what can we do with our own voices? If you feel inspired, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comment section. Is an artist like Wang Yibo worthy of a place at the global diplomatic table? We want to hear your voice. See you in the next video. And remember, culture isn't just heritage, it's the power to unite the world.